Hi, Jim Hartman with Secret Garden Bees. The varroa mite is the #1 threat to beehives in America. And our best treatment option for it is oxalic acid. And we put that in a machine that vaporizes the oxalic acid, and we put it into the hive and fumigate the inside of the hive. And it kills the mites, but not the bees. Unfortunately, that vaporized oxalic acid is not good for our lungs or our eyes. And so you have to have a special respirator to do that. Today, courtesy of Eastern Carolina University's Agrimedicine program, I'm going to get fitted for a proper full face respirator. So what we're doing today is a fit testing for a full face respirator. Now I've got Cynthia here, a nurse with Eastern Carolina University Department of Agrimedicine, and she's going to be doing the actual fit test for me. And what this is going to do is give me the proper equipment so that I don't hurt myself with treating down bees with oxalic acid.
Keep you safe.
So I'll just go ahead and she's got this thing hooked up to her machine, and we're going to go through a series of tests here to make sure that I've got this right.
There's the port account. I had it. There, you can see it. Check. See. Back here.
Let's clear this now.
We can't check the seals because
you got the
of
thing
the
on
cartridges that are on there. Okay, but this will tell us if we have a leak quickly. Okay, so if you'll stand up, and the first one will be, find my cursor. Do you see it, Jack? There, okay, now, bend over at the waist slowly, then stand up slowly. We'll do this for a minute. And just breathe normally with this one. Good seal. You can see there, that was good. Because when you're spraying chemicals, whatever you're using, you're not standing still. You are moving, you're talking, and we want to make sure that this respirator does not leak. Okay, now, what you need to do is jog in place. See, you can still see you got a good seal there. We're over in the room. If we had a leak, it would be over in the red. And it would come up red alert there, so we would have to stop, adjust your respirator, and try again. Okay, now, turn your head side, you can sit, you turn your head side to side like you're looking over your shoulders. There you go. And you can do it slowly. Don't make yourself dizzy or me. Okay, now that cleared. Now look up at the ceiling and down at the floor. All green. This will say incomplete, but just this laptop. You can take that off at that book. You passed all 4. That does not leak. If and when you are spraying, if you smell anything, the cartridges should be filtering out the vapor, the fumes from whatever you're using. So if you smell it, take this off again. and say check, get this one off. Check for your outlet valves being nice and flexible. Check to make sure that this nose piece is attached firmly, because this does come off and it can be replaced. And the cartridges you will be using are actually, it will have a yellow band instead of a black. And this is particulate filter. The yellow band will be acid gas, vapor gas.
Mm-hmm.
Easiest way to put these on, let's see if I can do it again. Right side of this side goes up, the white part goes up, you twist it on. Left side facing me, the white part goes down, and you twist it on. You never leave the cartridges attached to the respirator in storage. When you're finished, you always take them off, put them in a Ziploc bag by themselves, label the date and how long you used it, because the regulations now are 8 hours of cumulative use for cartridges. After 8 hours of cumulative use, either toss them, get some new ones.
And you want to separate those so that what you've been doing doesn't leach into your mask.
Exactly. So they're in their own little Ziploc bag, and you keep a record of how long you use it, however is easiest for you, and then the replacement date, because those records have to be kept. So try not to lay your respirator down on the face, because you'll scratch the shield.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the first pieces to wear out will be these little red gaskets right here, because you're putting cartridges on and off each time. They can be replaced. And also the outlet valves.
What's
There
the
are 3 of them.
And what's the best place to get replacement parts?
Anywhere you can buy respirator supplies. We are not allowed to, and we don't tell people where to buy them. It's wherever you can find them and the cheapest. But any ag supply place, like the two that come to mind are Granger and Gimpler's, that kind of thing.
So any of the ag supply places you can get replacement parts. I'm sure you can get on Amazon too and find them.
Probably so.
Yeah.
eBay, be careful. But all of this can be, the head strap can be replaced. The nose piece can be replaced. All the gaskets and the outlet valves. So if you do not store it in the sun, don't lay it on the dash of your truck and leave it. And actually when it's not in use, it should be in its own plastic bag. They send one, so you zip that up, zip it in there, and then you can still put your cartridges on top of that, or in another container, whatever you wish, as long as they're not stored together.
Great.
So you passed your fit test. I will give you a card, a sheet of paper that you have to keep for 2 years. It's only good for 1 year. Mm-hmm. And you did your medical clearance and sent the OSHA form to me. So you are medically cleared. We're able to do that only because of physician engraving signs behind us. Mm-hmm. Nurses are not allowed to do that normally, but State Board Nursing gave us permission. And try to keep it at extreme temperatures, even cold. Every time you take it off, I would suggest taking a soft cloth and wiping these rubber pieces here to get the facial oils off of it. Don't use Clorox wipes. There is on our website, ncagrimedicine.org, a specific procedure to go through to clean these. A lot of people use them in grain bins and they get horribly dusty. You usually have trouble getting a seal with them if that occurs.
So, obviously I'm a beekeeper and I'm using this with oxalic acid. Where else do you see people using these grain bins?
Any farmer that, especially grain bin, people in grain bins, but any label that requires a full face. And those labels, the labels are the current chemical labels. Mm-hmm. And those are set by the EPA for the personal protection equipment. and you can look on your label for your oxalic acid, and it will tell you what to wear. Long sleeve shirts,
Yeah.
blah blah. So
Yeah, I've got a long sleeve shirt, mask, and then I'm supposed to wear 12 mil gloves.
right, and
So
so.
great.
But we do respiratory fit testing. We do half faces. We also do N95s. But for what he's doing, this will keep him safer, protect his eyes.
And so yeah, you can see this for grain bins, beekeeping. Have you seen any other uses?
Yeah, strawberry. They're different chemicals. Chloropic is one that requires it, and it just
Strawberry
lots
growers,
of,
that sort of thing.
yes, a lot. Anybody that fumigates or cotton defoliants.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So you have to read your label, and the PPE is usually listed on about the second page, second or third. If you have trouble reading those labels, give us a call. We'll help you.
Great. Well, I appreciate it, and thank you for coming out today. This is going to be great. So, again, thanks so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.